everyone, and welcome back to Pumpkin Patch Soaps. Your spooky soaper is making a spooky soap today. How cute are these little brains? I made them with soap dough, and they're so cute. I just kind of squiggled in some lines, and I left the bottom blank because that's going to be in the top of the soaps. And I'm excited. We haven't done a full-blown soap on here in forever. And today we're using Coconut Lime by Candle Science. It's very fresh and bright. Zombies, they get a bad rap. You think that they're all dark gloom. I think they like to have fun. So it's going to be a very whimsical zombie soap. And in goes the Danger Water, aka Lye Water Solution. And we're just going to put that into the oils. And we're going to mix that on up because you gotta make soap with lye. You can't make it any other way. I'm sorry, it ain't no lie. And for real, here we go with that nice immersion blender. The mixy is on. I love this part so much. It's always one of my absolute favorite parts of any soap making process. It's so satisfying. You see the oils and then all of a sudden, boom, it's soapy. It's amazing. So we pour it out. I'm going to section this off. We're going to do some layers here today. And just look at me. Look at this setup. I'm so proud of myself. Although I did leave my dirty napkin paper towel off on the side there. So you can see that. But it's okay. I pointed it out. You don't have to. The first color is going to be Lima Peel from Nature's Garden. It's a nice, bright, pretty green. And of course, with all greens, we all know how it goes. If you've watched any soap makers, you know green is not the prettiest color when it's first mixed into soap. It turns weird. It turns icky. But then the next day, you see it, it's all set up, and it looks so good. And, it's weird. Soap magic. The chemistry of it is crazy. All that fun stuff you'll learn about when you get to making it. And if you are curious about these little glovey things that go up my arms here, those are just cheapo arm warmer things I got off Amazon so that I could keep my arms safe. Because I don't want no light touching my arms. Now, normally I would scrape this out, but today I'm going to scrape the remainder bits into these little pumpkins because this is a pretty sizable batch of soap, and I have plenty left, so we will be taking little bits to use for my extras that I give out in my orders. Every order usually gets something, at least one small pumpkin soap, though bigger orders usually get something else as well. And the second layer is going to be Pretty Kitty from Mad Micah's. They have the cutest names. I love it. And they're just so vibrant. This one is such a bright pink. Like I said, I wanted this to be fun, whimsical. We are happy zombies today. And so this is going to be a nice, bright, pretty pink. I'm so excited. I love it. I don't use a whole lot of pinks in my soaps. And again, this is one that changes a bit when it is fully cured the next day. It looks a little like, peachy, kind of not as pretty as the color, but then the next day, bam, it's insanely pretty. I love it. And it's still a little liquid, but that's okay. We're going to have a bit of a break in the layers. It does not have to be even ones today. We're going to have a little bit of a drop swirl in there. Sometimes I do flat layers. Sometimes we just want them to be a little mixed up together, like this one. And then I'm going to just slowly pour in from the sides, and that'll help keep the rest of it up at the top rather than floating down to the bottom. That way we have some dimension in here for where the pink is. And I just love it. Does anyone have any fun plans for spooky season? Anyone going to be a zombie? Or maybe you're older like me and you have a kid who's going to be a zombie. Mine is not. He has decided that he doesn't really know what he's going to be. We have a million costumes, and it's going to be up to that day to see which one he decides to use. So we'll see. And of course, he's decided that I need to dress up too, so I will pick one of my old ones from the closet to flop on. Probably be Freddy Krueger or Jason or someone. And then for this next layer, we're going to be putting in the rest of that lime appeal. I figured I might as well polish it off. We're going to do a bottom and a top layer here with that nice color. I love it. And I didn't need to show you guys the mixing because we already mixed it earlier. You saw what happened. And again, we're going to do the same thing as with the pink. We're going to do a little bit of a drop in, and then we're just going to kind of swish, swish near the top here so that it's got a little bit more dimension to it. You know, that way it's not all swirled in. You see a little bit of layering as well. It's so fun. I love the different things you can do with soap. It never ceases to amaze me. And the last part here is going to be Tennis Ball Breaker from Mad Micah's. We're going to use this in the frosting. It's going to be so bright, you guys. This one you can see right away. It doesn't need a saponify to see that brightness. Look at that. Oh, it's so bright. Now I'm going to apologize. I don't remember when, but at some point here it will cut out. My battery died. So we're just going to do the best we can. And look, oh my gosh, it's so set up. It's nice and thick. This is my favorite thing about frosting soaps, is how pretty it can look when you get all of it, you know, when you let it set up enough. I'm impatient. I don't always do that. A lot of times the edges will not be so crisp as these because I am too impatient. But this time, it came out beautiful. And that was the end of the frosting because it cut out. But it is now time to add the fun bits. This is the best part of when you're actually making the bar of soap, because you get to start seeing it come together and really get that little vision for what you were hoping for. I'm just kind of plopping them each into their little spot. I've got the markers on the side so that I know where to put them. I want to make sure they're all even. And they just look so nice against that yellow. I love it so much. I don't do many yellow frosted soaps, and I just got a little bee in my bonnet to do this one. And I thought, okay, we're going to do a happy zombie soap. Who says it needs to be scary? Maybe we make a nice bright one. I have a lot of dark soaps this year, so we have a nice little contrast here, and I love it so. And we're just going to kind of smush this other one up on in here. I got to move the others over just a little bit so that we got this nice and even. And we're going to add some glitter. Of course, it is the good glitter. They are the best. We're using fishtails because it's got lots of greens in it. And zombies generally do get known for having lots of green with them. That sickly look. But this is a bright, fun type of green, And the good glitter, as always, is biodegradable, so it's not gonna hurt you, or your sink, or your bath. It's just gonna melt down the water. It's great. I love it. It's a little bit extra, but it's so worth it. And look at that color payout. Again, against that yellow is just, perfection. Now, if you live in the New Hampshire area, I highly suggest that very soon here there is going to be a haunted event / ethereal fair over in Durham, New Hampshire. It will be at Demerit Hill Farm / orchard, and every year they do this. They have a haunted overload, and this year they're having an ethereal fair as well. And guess who is a vendor? That's right, it's me, your girl, the Spooky Soaper. So I'm excited. I'll have some of these there so you can get to see these in person and get to see this beautiful blood drip that we're doing with some red melt and pour. Yes, how good does that look, huh? It really just kind of adds a little something to it that it was really needing. It needed something. And I love it so much. I tried not to get carried away. I tried not to put too much. Anyway, the Ethereal Fair is going to be there October 8th and 9th from 10 a.m. to 10 p.m. Now, because of that, be warned, my shop will be closed for those 2 days and the 2 days surrounding it. all accept subscriptions. So if you want any of the fun, spooky things, I would get them now if you're not going to be able to go to the fair. So I apologize, but this is it. And now this is it for the soap. Look at that. Oh my gosh, it came out so pretty. I'm so proud of these. I love them so much. What do you think? Do you like them? Do you like the contrast? I think it's nice to have a bright, happy zombie soap. You know, we're taking it modern, maybe 80s. Ooh, yes. It's got a bit of an 80s feel. 80s zombies, 80 workout zombies. Follow on all the areas, and I will see you guys soon. Have a good haunted